Hello, everybody, and welcome to the campus of Nashua High School South for the first ever annual City of Nashua Middle School Basketball Tournament Boys Final. It'll be the boys from Fairgrounds, the Falcons, on the screen to your right in the white and green trim against the Nashua Catholic Wildcats, the boys to your left in the blue uniforms. I'm John Collins with Tom King. Our cameraman is Frank Wallen, and we are ready to tip off. 8-minute quarters. We saw the girls' game earlier. It was won by the Nashua Catholic Wildcat girls, 42-31. They defeated Elm Street in their game. And there's a shot right off the opening tip that doesn't go. A good-looking shot taken by Alex Williams. The runner in the lane, no good. 2 chances for the Wildcats don't fall. Matt Diebold was number 33 in the paint. Driving, kicking it. There's a baseline jumper.
Watch this player right here for Elm Street, for Fairgrounds, I'm sorry. 21, Rodriguez. He can get up in the air. If you saw him on a play earlier, he was high in the air.
Eckert, number 32, was here really early taking warm-up shots, even during the girls' game. Missed that shot, though, to open the game. And here is a hard-fought-for rebound that ends up in the Wildcats' hands.
Got a little bit, looks like a team of post players, John. They got some muscle.
The runner goes.
They got a football team out here. If you take a look at these kids.
They really do. They probably play both sports. That was a runner by Alex Williams that found the bottom of the basket. For the game's first 2 points, the Wildcats of Nashua Catholic take the lead to begin, 2-0. As the Falcons inbound it. Curtis Harris is wearing number 23. The turnaround at the free throw line. Andrus Hulfachor doesn't fall. And Williams up ahead. Eckert, 2 steps out of bounds. No, it's stolen away. Great hustle defense by the Falcons, number 10, who goes.
Oh, there it is. A nice pass on the runner, Rodriguez.
And it's in. Tom, we have a one-word basketball player on the court, number 10 for the Falcons. If you're going to go by one name in basketball, that's a good name to go by.
Jordan. I think they left out the last name.
It's like Messi. It's just Jordan, number 10. And he made a nice defensive play, and he's got the ball right now. Jordan up ahead to Andres Helfachor. And Andres is fouled as he goes to the basket. 2-2 game. In the act of shooting, Jordan thought he was going to go to the line, but it's a non-shooting foul, according to the official.
The coaches for Fairgrounds. Cliff Medling is the head coach.
Curtis Harris, nice pass inside, doesn't go. Getting a second chance was the Falcons' Hulfachor.
They've got 3 coaches for Fairgrounds. Cliff Medling, Jacques Gagnon, and Clayton Medling.
Long shot for Jordan for 3.
Nashua Catholic, it's pretty simple. He's coached by Paul Williams.
That's been said before, Jordan for 3. And it's a 5-2 game in favor of the Falcons of Fairgrounds. In the white unis, Nashua Catholic in the blue. Great job of bodying into the defender.
Wasn't that a pretty play?
Number 40 is Sam Mullett.
Rodriguez on defense.
Who's from Hudson, by the way. I know Sam.
Oh, you do? All right.
Yeah, good baseball player.
Foul and a basket.
I see
Rodriguez, good body control.
Doug Mullett, his dad, is here to our left, just came in. So Nashua Catholic trying for the double. The girls won their final. The boys trying to win their final. But an excellent play to get the basket, go to the line. Eric Rodriguez taking the free throw shot right now. Off the glass, no good. Up court comes Nashua Catholic, put the brakes on, go in the corner. A catch and shoot. Just long on the shot was Alex Williams. Up ahead it goes.
3-on-0.
Underneath, kicks it out.
Good recovery by Nashua Catholic on defense.
Jordan gets it to Tyler Armin, and Armin draws the foul and hits the deck. Gets helped up by his teammates.
From the smallest players on the floor. There are 2 small players out there.
Jordan number 10 and Armin number 14.
Yeah, exactly.
And they've made an impact here early. Tyler misses that one to the right, shaking his head a little bit. In the girls' game, we saw the girls struggle mightily at the free throw line in the first half, only to heat it up later on as they got their feet underneath them. The cheer teams for all the schools are here today. And
I don't think Nashua Catholic
No,
has any.
oh, they don't have a cheer team.
Yeah.
That is Fairgrounds cheer team, of course, underneath the basket. Trying to dribble out of full court pressure here, Alex Williams.
It's a good thing to do. You're up 8-4, you might as well try it. You got a team that's got a lot of much taller, stronger players that might have trouble handling the basketball.
Chase Nickerson gets knocked to the floor and gets back up. And that free throw is good. Well done by Chase Nickerson. Second free throw coming. An 8-5 game is now still 8-5. Down court come the Falcons of Fairgrounds, looking for a quality shot here. There's a runner in the paint, in and out. Good attempt by Andras Helfashore, but doesn't fall, and somehow the Falcons win the rebound back. And Jordan will inbound it to Tyler. Armin, long pass. The open shot.
Oh.
Curtis Martin can't
brought
get
the
it to
house
go.
down with a three-pointer
Curtis
there.
Harris, sorry.
Would have brought the house down, I think, with a three-pointer there.
Alex Williams, cross midcourt. Moving to his right, thought about the shot. Now trying to find a lane, goes behind the back. Guarded closely by Jordan. The long three-point attempt for Mason Carroll doesn't fall, but the Wildcats get the rebound back.
Open shot. Drills it.
And on his second attempt, Mason Carroll makes that one. 8-7 is the game score now. The runner underneath, no good. And a chance to take the lead here now by Nashua Catholic, down one.
Pressure's off, they can run a play.
Long shot by Carroll.
And they run that one. Wow, Carroll all of a sudden heating up.
And gives his team a 10-8 lead.
John, that was
with
an
a three-pointer.
three. That was way downtown.
He was almost on the Falcons bench when he let go of that one.
Almost.
Good one-touch pass there by...
Got to be careful of the travel. He was and doesn't get the roll.
Oh, the feed doesn't go in for the Falcons. Stave Alcalay.
Alcalay had some movement. Almost took the third step, but got away with it.
Spells his first name S-T-A-V, might be Stave. Look at that long three-point attempt by Alex Williams, and the Wildcats get the rebound back. Sam
You
Mullet,
got a post player now.
driving,
who's got the ball,
throws it up, no
Not
good.
a bad play.
Good save by Fairgrounds, but it ends up in Wildcat hands, and Mason Carroll, another long three-point attempt to put back by Sam Mullet.
Mullet was right there, open underneath. He stayed underneath after he made the move to the basket and didn't get the layup. He stayed down in the post area, and it paid off for him.
There's a long shot from downtown, doesn't go, and out of bounds.
All of a sudden, Nashua Catholic starting to assert themselves here. Got some players coming in off the bench. Rodriguez back in the game for Fairgrounds because they were getting beaten underneath.
Curtis.
There he goes.
Eric Rodriguez can't get the twisting runner to go.
He can elevate, though, if you see how high he got on that shot.
Going right at the basket. Mullet gets his miss back.
He's not a bad
Outside,
player.
Mason Carroll. No.
Mullet can handle the basketball for a big kid. Yeah, gotta let him go.
Rodriguez kicks it outside.
Short.
It was Curtis Harris that had the running layup attempt that didn't fall, and Nashua Catholic trying to expand on their 12-8 lead, throw it away.
Well, looking for the big man who was running the floor pretty well, but just a little bit too far. Let him a little bit too much. 1:59 left in the first quarter, 12-8. My, Tim O'Neill has changed, hasn't he?
Yes. He looks
Wallet.
a lot like Frank Wallen.
Frank Wallet on camera right now for us.
The stop and pop by Curtis Harris, no good, but Eric Rodriguez right there misses the bank shot off the glass.
And Nashua Catholic probably should pull it out. I don't
Dribbling
think they are, though.
through traffic was Chase Nickerson, and the shot no good.
Should have pulled it back out.
He was triple teamed.
2 on 4. The odds aren't with you on that situation.
Out of bounds off of the Falcons, though, and the Wildcats will get another bite of the apple here. Up 12-8.
Up 12-8 against a man-to-man defense right now.
1.5 minutes to go. And off the glass, no good.
Now you can't criticize the looks that Nashua Catholic is getting at the basket. They're getting some easy shots.
Outside shot, and front rimming it was Curtis Harris. Tim Eckert's got it.
Fairgrounds is ice cold, John. They haven't scored in at least 3 minutes.
Mason Carroll splits the defenders and throws it in.
That. The right hand from the left side. Tough to defend.
Oh, you get the feeling that Mason Carroll just knows how to score.
Yeah, you do. Inside and outside. Puts
his team up 14-8. Using that big body was the Falcons.
Rodriguez, a nice job to keep that ball alive.
Stave Alcalay had 2 shots. Jordan's shot skims the glass.
Look at Rodriguez. He's tough underneath, and there's a foul. And they're going to go to the line because of the play underneath of Eric Rodriguez, because he kept 3 misses alive with his offensive rebounding.
John Sullivan will be at the line.
The kid can get up in the air. You got to body him.
Sullivan's first free throw, no good.
Catholic.
Yeah. I think the famous prize fighter back in the early 1900s was John L. Sullivan. John Sullivan, 7th grader at the line for Fairgrounds.
I saw him fight back then.
Maybe you saw him in those grainy videos on YouTube. Mason Carroll with his head up. The pass inside to Mullet. Passes it outside off the double team. Carroll was double teamed. Kicks it outside. Long three. He's going to miss to the right. And rebound Fairgrounds. Eric Rodriguez.
Yeah, with 15 seconds left, you got to get off a better shot than that. You could hold the ball a little bit more.
Baseline drive off the glass and in.
Play.
Oh, how about knowing how to score? Cody Rochelo.
1 dribble and he was by everybody. And that all comes down to the bad possession by Nashua Catholic and the poor shot selection in the final 15 seconds. They could have probably held it for the last shot there. But at this level, that's tough to do. We always talk about it at the high school level being tough to do.
Yeah.
Kill that much time on the clock. 15 seconds is a long time. 14-10. We got a game now. The drought for Fairgrounds is over with that baseline bucket as we end 1 period of play here in the first annual Nashua City Middle School Basketball Championships.
As we looked in on the Falcons huddle, now Frank Wallen's panning across to where the Wildcats huddle is. Wildcats coach is Paul Williams. Not to be confused with the vertically challenged entertainer of the 1970s, I think it was. There's actually a documentary about where Paul Williams is now that just came out. It's pretty interesting. He still hits the road, still entertains. He's still living, if you wondered about Paul Williams. Some of your older viewers. And the 3 coaches for the Falcons, Cliff Medling, Jocks Gagnon, and Clayton Medling.
I think the Medling brothers are man on the bench right now.
Tim Eckert battling for the ball with Curtis Harris, and it's a jump ball possession arrow in favor of the Wildcats of Nashua Catholic, who lead by 4 with possession to begin the second quarter. Fresh 8 minutes up on the scoreboard. Dribbling through traffic, Alex Williams does his Globetrotters impression and goes to the floor, but maintains possession. The runner in the paint goes Matt Thiebald.
Boy, Thiebald just basically bailed out his team there because that possession was all over the place.
Certainly was. The scoop shot, awkward looking shot, nearly went.
The rebound.
That was
coming
Matt
in off the bench.
Kiesling that tried that difficult looking runner.
There's a runner.
Clean block. Eric Rodriguez got back on defense and swatted that out of bounds. Tim Eckert will do the inbounding.
All right, now, see, Nashua Catholic's got a smaller team in there. Their big guys are on the bench. So Fairgrounds looks like they've gotten their quick team out there as well.
Eckert with the catch and shoot, in and out. Rodriguez hands the ball off to Jordan, and he brings the ball up court. Looked right, pass left, splitting the defense, getting the shot away. Good looking run at the basket by the Falcons. Andres Hulfashore doesn't fall. Eckert pushing the pace. Stop and pop by Alex Williams. Eckert gets the rebound.
You go up by 9 here if he hits this.
3-point attempt. We got a whistle.
I think the foul's underneath. It's going to be against Nashua Catholic for a push-off.
An offensive foul away from the ball underneath the basket.
But Fairgrounds has got to start putting the ball in the basket. They're down 6 with 6.5 to play first half.
Jordan's pass into the corner, thinking about a shot, was Hulfashore, and he got called for travel.
Yeah, you know what? He stopped. He could have kept dribbling. I think he could have dribbled right between those two defenders. He would have had a clean look at the basket. He panicked and he held up his dribble and found himself in no man's land. These
are 6th, 7th, and 8th graders in competition here in the first annual City of Nashua Middle School Basketball Tournament. John Collins with Tom King. Cameraman Frank
Was there
Wallen.
a bigger crowd for the girls game? I think there was.
I think you're right about that.
Yeah, I think I was.
Yeah. Although the parking lot was full, folks.
Well, yeah, there was.
Yeah. The Elm Street fans really turned out, I think.
And I think you're right for both teams.
Yeah.
So with them out of the tournament now for both sides, one losing in the finals, the other in the semis, they have gone home, and now it's basically Nashua Catholic left against Fairgrounds. The final game of the day.
Turnaround, one-step shot, trying to follow the miss was Stave Alcalay.
Our kingdom for a basket. No one has scored in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
John, if you do the time.
Steal.
I'll tell you in a second.
Hulfashore off the glass and in.
Got it. Oh,
Andres with the most brilliant play of the game.
That helps him out a little bit, because what I was going to say is over the last 8 minutes of play, they've only gotten 2 points. Fairgrounds. But now that drought is over as they get the big basket and maybe a 3-point play out of it and cut that deficit in half.
That was a timely comment because they were due. They were due for a basket.
Really were due.
And Andres Hulfashore answers the call. He's at the line to try to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play, and he does. Well done. So we have a timeout or just a substitution. A substitution into the game for the Wildcats comes Chase Nickerson. He's got the ball. And Chase shifts direction to the middle. He's got a lane, finds Tim Eckert going baseline, tried to hand it off underneath to Matt Thibault. Comes all the way back for a shot, Chase Nickerson.
If you're the team in front, you need to hit those open shots.
And they are in front, are Nashua Catholic in blue by 5 points, 18-13. We are in the second quarter. Underneath, outside. Long 3-point attempt, looks good. No, it missed too long on the shot.
A lot of these 3-point shots have been deceptive. Watch out for the steal. Didn't have a rear view mirror, so he couldn't see behind him, and then he gets the ball stripped, and he fouls. It's a tough combination there for Tim Eckert.
Jaden Murphy with the steal, hustling back on defense.
Great play by Murray. You could see that coming a mile away, just that Eckert couldn't because he was looking in the other direction. It comes out of the game. No, he's staying in.
Is that the 7th foul?
No, he is coming out of the game.
That's the 7th foul against...
Well, they've got 6 up on the board. It must be the 7th foul.
Yeah.
It's got to be. And that will help Fairgrounds out immensely because they've got 5 minutes and 15 seconds of...
Provided they can hit these
1-and-1s and then eventually 2s.
In and out.
Yep.
That was a live ball there. He would have earned a second shot if he made the first, but turns into a...
Clock started a little late, too, after that missed free throw.
Possession now
for downtown.
Nashua Catholic.
Doesn't work that time.
Heads-up positioning there by Andres Hulfashore to get that air ball. Jordan brings the ball down court. In the corner, there's an open 3.
Yes.
Swish
Big
Jaden
shot.
Murphy.
Biggest shot of the game so far for
Makes it a
Fairgrounds.
2-point game, 18-16, just trailing by 2 now, the
That's
Falcons,
huge.
after that big shot. Answering back,
Oh, my.
Mason Carroll.
They had to get Carroll back in the game. Both Carroll and Mullet back in the game. It changes their offense immensely.
3 3-pointers in a row for both teams. That was by Matt Kiesling.
Yeah, they're getting in a rhythm, lighting it up.
It's still a 2-point contest after they trade 3-point baskets.
Just over 4 to play here in the first half.
That one just grazed the rim. I mean, they were talking about 3 swish shots from downtown.
But you just can't get too 3-point happy here if you're
The coach and Tom emerges once again.
I hate the 3-point. I really do.
You hate bounce passes, 3-pointers.
Bounce passes.
There's a long list. Mason Carroll with the runner in the paint.
I like offensive rebounds. That's what I like.
There's a defensive rebound by Jaden Murphy up court. Saving it was Jordan. No, he was out of bounds.
Yep,
an errant pass and a turnover.
Timeout. Need a timeout. Timeout. No. Mass substitution. Look at this.
A fresh 5.
Now, number 30, I'm going to point him out for Fairgrounds. Alex Ortiz. He had a day, I think it was 2 years ago, in Bambino baseball that was unheard of offensively.
Tell me.
I don't have the number. I don't remember the numbers. It was, something like 4 home runs in a game and, 12 RBIs.
Alex Ortiz.
A ton of hits. Alex Ortiz.
You might heard that Ortiz name before in baseball. Yeah, no, really.
It was an incredible.
What a day, huh?
Yeah, and then he just hits that jumper.
Alex Ortiz on cue.
Here's how good it was. All right, it was, and I'll tell you in a second. Next time, stoppage and play.
Is he a right-handed hitter or a left-handed hitter?
I don't know, because I wasn't there. We just got the report in, and it was good enough for us at the Telegraph. We have a kids sports page that comes out every Sunday. The results of this will be in it, kids sports.
Oh, sure, yeah, you keep that.
Right. So you keep that all
page
confined to that, right?
section.
Alex Ortiz's feet made that Sunday's main frame.
Wow.
Main, break page for sports because it was that impressive.
A couple years ago, Bambino baseball.
I think it was either in 2014 or 2013.
Well, obviously a 2-sport athlete. He's out there right now. There's a put in by Sam Mullet, also a baseball player, basketball player.
I think he plays football too.
Yeah, and he puts that one in off the glass.
But this is the kid.
Sliding through the defense there was the Falcons' John Sullivan.
And again, I don't have all the particulars. Only it was one of those types of unheard of, unfathomable offensive days.
Rodriguez can't get it to go. Gets the rebound. Long on the shot. Eric shaking his head. He just can't get on track. He's a scorer. He just can't get the ball to fall right now. And it's only a 2-point game, though. 23-21. Nashua Catholic with the lead and the ball here with 2:29 remaining in the first half. Nashua Catholic Wildcats trying to match what the girls team did from their school, winning the first annual City Nashua Middle School Basketball Tournament Girls Championship earlier here at the campus of Nashua High South. Sam Mullet holding the ball, looking for an open teammate. Dribbles to the right, trying to work on the defense. Up top, Mason Carroll.
He was looking for it, but didn't have the shot.
Mullet baseline, gets it up.
Now Mullet forces the shot, lucky that they still have possession.
Out of bounds, off Fairgrounds.
Is doing a good job defensively on this possession. In fact, they've done a good job defensively since they fell behind by 6.
Alex Williams inbounds it. Comes all the way.
Got stronger bodies in there, John, to try to body out and force misses like that.
Chase Nickerson had a nice move. He just couldn't finish.
Yeah, he was defended pretty well, too.
Long shot from the corner.
You see a layup altered. It's usually because of good defense. There's a 3-point attempt.
John Sullivan can't get it to fall.
That was only going to be 2. I think his foot was on the line.
2-point game. Nashua Catholic has the lead, 23-21. In the corner, there's an open look. Long on the shot. Brian Ascani is number 1 in blue for the Wildcats, who get the miss and have a chance to reload here. Alex Williams hands it off. Mason Carroll with the runner, can't get it to go.
A shot that he could have taken much closer to the basket.
Alex Ortiz rebound. Down court come the the Falcons. Rebound. Mason Carroll. Head up. Brian Ascani to Mullet. Basket.
I'll tell you, only Mullet with his long arms could have caught that pass and saved it and gotten the shot off before his momentum carried him out of bounds. That's a great basket.
And in the process gives his team a 4-point lead.
With 44 seconds left in the half.
Operating in the paint now, the Falcons trying to get a basket. Scoring has been hard to come by for the Falcons here in the second
They're going to try the
quarter.
outside.
Long shot, no good.
27 seconds left in the half.
Curtis Harris bringing it down court.
No foul. There was contact. They're letting him play.
Yeah.
They really are letting him play. There was a bump right there on that shot that they could have called. It probably would have been a one-on-one and not a shooting foul.
Mason Carroll thought about it. He will launch it.
Don't want. Oh, God! You don't want to take that shot, but if you hit it, well, hey, you know.
Last second shot. Oh! What a nice attempt by Stav Alcalay.
Mason Carroll, when you took that shot, did you think it had a prayer of going in?
It was way to the right, and you know what? That's where the glass was.
I know. It's unbelievable.
It might have been a lucky shot, but it counts just the same.
And it's the most important shot of this game. Why? It gives Nashua Catholic its biggest lead of the game, 28-21 at halftime over Fairgrounds.
That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. The exciting second half conclusion of the first annual City of Nashua Middle School Basketball Tournament is coming up here on Nashua TV. Stay with us.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Welcome back, everybody, to Nashua High School South, where we have the second half about to begin in the first annual City of Nashua Middle School Basketball Boys Championship. It is Fairgrounds with the ball in the white uniforms with the green trim, and Nashua Catholic Wildcats in blue. The Falcons of Fairgrounds trying to cut into a 7-point deficit to begin the second half, trailing 28-21. There's an open jumper from downtown, no good. Rebound by the Falcons underneath. The turnaround, also no good. Number 25 underneath is Stav Alcalay, who nearly hit a dramatic running half-court shot at the buzzer at the end of the first half.
It's funny. It's close on that half-court shot, and then he's 2 feet away and can't get it to go.
True. And both seem to hit.
That's basketball, you know. But the name of the game right now for Fairgrounds is they got to put the ball in the basket. I mean, they're down by 7. And it feels like more.
Eckert's shot for 3.
And it could be more if he had hit that.
Very close on the miss of the 3-point attempt. Mason Carroll with a slap rejection by Alcalay.
Carroll tried to get too cute going through 4 defenders.
Rodriguez with the one-touch pass. The lay-in attempt, no good.
Got his offensive rebound.
Andres Hulfashore got fouled.
Yep, and that helped him do it.
So Fairgrounds just being a little bit tentative, Tom, I think, on their bank shots underneath. They just got to be a little more confident with those shots. I'm pretty sure they hit those in practice pretty easily.
Certainly confident with his free throw.
Andres hits the first one.
They get to the line. They got to sink their freebies.
Has a chance to cut it to a 5-point deficit. No, 28-22. Nashua Catholic with the lead in the ball. The long runner and doesn't go. Drawing the foul, though, was Mason Carroll in the act of shooting, so he will go to the free throw line. trying to add to a 28-22 lead. In the girls' championship that happened earlier, Nashua Catholic girls took it 42-31 over Elm Street. Hitting the first free throw is Carroll.
Could this be an NC sweep?
It is looking like it at this moment. As NC,
theirs to lose right now.
Nashua Catholic is up by 7 with another free throw coming here for Carroll. Rattles in and out. Eric Rodriguez with the rebound. Feeds it over to Curtis Harris. Curtis, the pass underneath. Driving the nice one-handed floater with the left hand by Emika. Number 13 is Jaden Murphy.
Murphy with a smart play. Took the dribble, faked out his defender, and then a nice running one-hander.
Alex Williams with Curtis Harris. Pair of 23s guarding each other.
Kind of one-on-one situation that they would like to see more of. Oh, my goodness.
Way downtown for Alex Williams.
Williams was in another county.
In the corner, Jaden Murphy kicks it back out. Halfashore with the running scoop, no good. Couldn't split the double team.
That's good defense by Nashua Catholic, forcing him to alter that shot.
Williams with the one-handed pass.
And Rodriguez dribbles it off his foot. Bounced it right off his sneaker.
In clear view of the ref, and so out of bounds off of Fairgrounds.
Looks like the cheerleaders are done. They're putting the mat. I think they're folding that up. I don't even see them around.
Fairgrounds cheer team has switched position, as you can see, to the right side
on
of
that
the
side.
gym.
Oh, okay, there we are. Oh, so another team is practicing right now, doing tumbles.
Long shot.
Oh, bang!
Good. Yeah, that might
the
be
shooting is all of a sudden picked up, and it's an 11-point lead for Nashua Catholic.
And a timeout.
Yep.
By Fairgrounds. Well timed, I think.
They're so good in the interior. Once they start hitting those kinds of shots, then you're really in trouble. It's a pretty good Nashua Catholic team.
The coaches for the Falcons, the brothers Cliff and Clay meddling and also assisting co-coaching Jocks Gagnon. A timely timeout, down by 11 points as Nashua Catholic threatening to pull away and hide here. And the City of Nashua Middle School Basketball Tournament Championship Cup on the line here at the campus of Nashua High South. 2016, it seems to be a well thought out idea to have these middle school teams play off. The boys and girls teams from 4 schools, Elm Street, Fairgrounds, Pennachuck, and Nashua Catholic, competing for the City Championship Cup. Alex Stave Halfashore in the middle, kicks it outside. Stave Alcalay is number 25, excuse me. In the corner it goes. Jaden Murphy gives it back to Stave Alcalay with a nice play.
Nice play. Finally gets the bounce off the rim. He's worked hard, deserves some points.
9-point game now. Nashua Catholic with the ball in the lead. Mason Carroll being blanketed. Good tight defense being played.
See, they don't want to get away from what they did. They don't want to force up too many shots.
Multiple chances. Yep.
Fairgrounds has not been called for too many fouls in this game.
Tim Eckert drew the foul there with good position underneath the basket for Nashua Catholic, who will inbound it in the person of Matt Thieball, looking for an open teammate, finds Tim Eckert. There's a shot, doesn't go for Chase Nickerson.
Boy, if that had hit. Look at this.
Nice job of picking up the ball off the floor in the dribble, but can't get the lay-in to go on the running bank shot.
If I'm Fairgrounds, I start to try a full court press.
Eckert hands it off. Good pass.
Oh, look at that, huh?
The open teammate was Matt Thieball with the easy bank shot.
That goes back to the decision-making we talked about in the girls' game that we did earlier.
Finding the open teammate.
Yeah, that's not bad.
The runner doesn't go. Falcons just can't get their shots to fall. Mason Carroll's ahead of the field.
Carroll doesn't miss it, does he? And it's a 13-point Nashua Catholic lead with 4:08 to play in the quarter.
Biggest lead of the game thus far for the Wildcats of Nashua Catholic. Another timeout by Fairgrounds. And the coach of Nashua Catholic, Paul Williams, got to be very happy with how his team is playing right now.
They're running the floor very well. They're making great decisions on offense. They're double teaming the ball on defense every time. They've only been beaten a couple of times defensively where they've been faked out. And they're taking care of the basketball. They haven't turned it over much in this half. So all those things add up, and you get a 13-point lead. But, of course, what they did was they loosened up the floor a little with those three-pointers, 2 or 3 minutes ago. That really, really kind of got them in position.
As we looked in on the Fairgrounds huddle, Nate Masrol's here.
Well,
the coach of the Nashua High South boys team, maybe seeing some of his future players.
He's
perhaps.
here in his position as South Athletic Coordinator.
Yeah.
Yes, as the host. So
doing a nice job.
But of course, I think he might be here anyway. You get all these middle school teams to play in one spot. You want to see what you got out, possibly coming up to the high school.
And you learned something between games about some of the star players that we saw in the girls' game. Well, maybe the schools that they're headed to. Liza Field, namely.
One of the two opponents, Field and Foreman, might go to
Bishop Girton?
Well, it's early in the game right now. It's January of 2016. Let's see what happens.
Right.
Shows up at the door on August 18th or 19th, whatever it is, and when they start school at Girton, because Girton starts early. So.
But it's reason to be excited if you're a Bishop Girton fan, girls basketball fan.
If you can get some of those, Nashua Catholic kids or even some of the kids from the public school to go your way, you got a good team. Brad Creek is, going to try to. I think he'll stay at BG doing it for a while as long as he can, and as long as they'll have him, because I think he enjoys it immensely. This is his first year doing it.
Eric Rodriguez made a nice pass to Andres Halfashore. Just frustration for the Falcons. They can't get those running lay-ins to fall. Halfashore's first free throw, swish. Makes it a 12-point game. The Fairground Falcons are trailing 39-27.
When you're down double digits, you get to the line, you got to make them. And pretty good free throw shooter.
Yeah, that's the best free throw shooting we've seen tonight, I think.
No kidding. For an 8th grader, that's
very
not bad.
confident.
Yeah.
Eckert behind the back.
Oh, he's got a clear lane, and he didn't take it. He had a clear lane to the basket. Now, it might have been cut off at some point, but he would have gotten the contact and maybe a foul. He had a clear lane.
Would have been a high percentage play to go to the basket right there.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
So a break for the Falcons. They need a few breaks to get back in this game.
They do. They're down 11 with 3:28 to play.
They got the fan support. They got the cheer team support. They just need to start scoring some baskets here. Here's Jordan. Curtis Harris kicks it into the corner. Jordan lost it for a second, gets it back. Twisting under pressure. Bounce pass, Rodriguez, scoop shot. Can't get it to fall.
Nice move, though.
Foul on the floor.
Rodriguez is going to be on him. Let's see. No, 2-2.
Was on the Falcons, Andres Halfashore. Backcourt foul. So often happens off of a miss that you think you should have made. The frustration.
T-ball will inbound the ball. If I'm Fairgrounds, I put a lot of pressure on this inbounds pass. And I start to full court press if I can.
Yeah, I need some turnovers, need some baskets to get back in this game.
Well, they're down 11, so it's not that bad yet.
And it is only the third quarter. It's just under 3 minutes to go in the third. So about 11 minutes of basketball left to go and an 11-point deficit. It's a project right now, though, for Fairgrounds. Nashua Catholic playing pretty solid basketball until that steal. Curtis Harris with his head up. The length of the floor, took the foul and makes the shot.
That's the biggest play of the game for Fairgrounds right there. The steal, the basket, and maybe the three-point play that could put them back in this game down by 8. The Nashua Catholic, what you saw on that last possession was they were tentative. They were tentative because Carroll wanted to drive, and he saw he didn't have a lane, and he had no backup plan, and that set them to be tentative. Everybody's standing around watching. When that happens, the defense is right. Here's the full court pressure now that I've been asking for, and timeout by Nashua Catholic's Paul Williams to try to get his team adjusted to it.
Slight momentum shift here in favor of Fairgrounds, though they still trail by 8. It's only single digits.
This is the time to do it. 2.5 minutes to play, 2:26 left in the quarter.
Third quarter.
You want to get that lead. If you can cut it to 4, you're doing your job. Now they'll take more, but if they can at least get it down to 4.
I can think of at least 4 or 5 lay-ins that Fairgrounds just could not get to fall that would have made a huge difference in this game so far. Perhaps they will start to fall as the game goes along. A lot of good athletes on the part of the Fairgrounds Falcons. It appears to be superior size for the the Nashua Catholic Wildcats, and also some talented players out there to deal with.
And here we go.
Sam Mullet brings the ball up court. Alex Williams being guarded by Jordan, goes to the right, puts the brakes on. Mason Carroll thinks about the shot, gets it back to Williams. Jordan all over him as he goes into the corner. Carroll will take it from three-point territory, airs it out.
No.
Tyler Armin.
Yep. This offensive lull.
Jordan in rhythm. No good. Rebound, Nashua Catholic.
No, this is a big possession for Nashua Catholic. They need their offensive confidence back. They need to move the basketball better.
Chase Nickerson, Sam Mullet traveled.
Yep.
Half a step before the dribble, and a turnover gives it back to Fairgrounds in an 8-point game, 39-31 with 1:40 to go, third quarter. Kicking it back out, Curtis Harris in and out. Mason Carroll rebound. Clearing some space.
Triple team, he's gonna lose it.
Was it over and back?
Good pressure by this tenacious defense.
Non-shooting foul. Both teams only have 3 or 4 fouls each. I think they're gonna put up.
I don't know if that was a foul or it was just off.
Just out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds, yeah. Sam Mullet looking for a teammate cutting through the middle. He's going to alley-oop it inside, and it is collected.
Nice bounce. The bounce gets to him for T-Ball, and he lays it in.
T-Ball with good hands underneath.
I think Mullet was on the bench for so long that he just kind of hasn't been able to get into this game now in the third quarter. He's made a couple of mistakes since he's come in the ballgame.
But he got the assist
He's
there.
Wide open there. Oh, and it's knocked away on a great defensive play.
Curtis Harris heads up.
Because Mullet was all in on a layup from that weak side. Under a minute now, 48.9 seconds left in the third quarter. It's a 10-point, 41-31 Nashua Catholic lead.
And the Wildcats have the ball in the lead, up 10. Mullet being guarded, comes off the pick, throws it inside,
Another
deflected.
Bad pass by Mullet. He's got to make better decisions.
And the Falcons come away with it. Curtis Harris, too hot to handle.
This is what he has to do. He's big, he's tall.
Sure.
He's tall. So when he makes those passes, jump up and just drop it down to where the open man was underneath, because there was a wide open teammate underneath. You know, get up in the air, get airborne if you have to make that pass, and get it down inside. Make sure you got the height advantage, use it. See,
thanks.
Now they roll.
Thanks again,
now
Coach
they roll
King.
Up. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
see?
they're going to roll up
the pads. Yeah, that's good. So now you and I aren't tempted to go try to do something on it.
Do something crazy. That's okay. You can go out in the snow and slip on the way back to your car.
That's all right.
Want to hit the deck.
Thank God we're not fighting that stuff that we that they've got.
It was last year this time we were buried. Carroll off the glass and
nice move by Carroll, the quick lay-in. And now all of a sudden Nashua Catholic's getting its offensive swagger back.
Curtis Harris kicks it out in the corner, the catch and shoot.
Oh, that's 2 shots at the buzzer that Fairgrounds hasn't been able to connect on.
And they were so close on.
That could have changed in the scoring.
Matt Kiesling with a heads-up catch and shoot. He definitely got it away in time, but just could not get it to fall. So it is a huge advantage for Nashua Catholic. The Wildcats up by 12 entering the final frame. They put 8 minutes up on the scoreboard as we go to the fourth quarter here on Nashua ETV. You can watch any of our games anywhere, anytime online at nashua.easystream.com. I'm John Collins along with Tom King. Frank Wallant is our cameraman here at the campus of Nashua High South. The first annual City of Nashua Middle School basketball tournament with the 4 teams, Elm Street Fairgrounds, Nashua Catholic, and Pennachuck taking part. And it is threatening, or it is possibly going to be a Nashua Catholic sweep unless the Falcons can come up with a dramatic fourth quarter comeback here.
Well, they can do it. They hit a couple of threes that cut that lead in half, play a little bit of full court defense, and go from there, you know. You know how my theory is, John. When you're down in games, you always come back first on the defensive end. That leads to your offensive opportunities. So that's where they have to focus their efforts, is defensively, and you know, even at this level. And they'll be able to try to get some easy baskets off their defense.
Tim Eckert will inbound it. He finds Chase Nickerson up ahead to Brian Ascani. Ascani back to Nickerson. Curtis Harris guarding him. They swing it into the corner. Ascani finds Mullet underneath. The jump shot.
Got the roll.
Nice athletic move by Sam Mullet for 2.
That's a smart play. Poster. You've got Mullet in the game. Use him. Post him up.
And he gives his team a 14-point lead. And Mullet with the steal.
Now, can he go coast to coast? He turns on the Jets and does it. You see him accelerate?
And also decelerated at just the right moment to lay it in.
It's a 16-point game.
Oh, now it's
and
all
blocked by That's
Nashua
all
Catholic.
Nashua Catholic now. They are dominating.
Eckert hands it off.
One more
Nickerson.
basket, and you're going to see a timeout, I think, by Fairgrounds.
Ascani into the corner.
He hits this.
Inside, Mullet denied the ball.
Yeah, nice play by Ascani. Nice play over the top.
Hulfashore knocks it out of bounds.
Hulfashore, I'm sorry.
Handling the inbound play, Matt Thibault being guarded by Stav Alcalay.
Double team.
Eckert.
Yeah, see.
Got stripped.
Yep. You double team like that along the baseline. That's a bad play to pass it along the baseline like that. You're not giving your teammate, when you give him the ball there, much room to do anything. And over in a palm carry by Nashua Catholic. So 2 big Nashua Catholic turnovers that are slowing down their momentum.
Yeah. Literally turned the ball over that time and got called for it on the dribble. 47-31. Fairgrounds needs to start hitting some shots here with 6:45 to go in the game. That one missed.
Off-balance shot.
Yeah.
Jump ball, no.
Foul call.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Looked like hand on ball.
Sure did. Either way, it would have been Nashua Catholic ball.
There is no more subjective officiating in sports than basketball.
Yeah, no kidding.
Another example there. 16-point lead for Nashua Catholic. Boys there.
Don't know which scoreboard to look at, because one scoreboard has Nashua Catholic with just 3 fouls, and the other one's got them with 7.
Yeah.
Team fouls. And
it's 5 and 3, I guess.
Well, one's
I'm
5.
comparing notes.
Oh, maybe that's out. Maybe that 3 is the bulb's out. That's why.
Right.
Okay. All right. My bad. Should have realized that.
Outside.
That's a big one right there. That's a big 3.
Nice shot by Curtis Harris.
Gets him back into it. Oh, they only called it 2, I think. Did they? No, they called it 3.
Eckert splits the defense, throws it up, no good.
Momentum.
Falcons trying to capitalize on the momentum swing. John Sullivan dribbled it off his leg, but
it's fickle.
Will shoot a 3. No good. Rebound. Fairgrounds underneath. And they jump ball this time.
You don't want to marry momentum, because there's always going to be a divorce. It's always going to leave you at some point.
Yeah.
You know? And right now,
good.
Fairgrounds has just gotten a sniff of some of it.
Underneath the basket. D-ball. No full court press here for Fairgrounds. Interesting. 5:50 to go.
Yeah, you're right. I would have expected that. Down by 13 with 5.5, 5:47 to play.
Alex Williams, Sam Mullet Bounce pass underneath, the turnaround, around the rim, and in for Matt Thibault.
The trio, Thibault, Mullet, and Moore. Those are the guys right now. I'm not Moore, I'm sorry, Mason Carroll.
Mason Carroll.
Carroll, Thibault, and Mullet. Those are the guys right now for Nashua Catholic. Or if they have it in their hands.
If you want your 3 M's, it would be Mason, Mullet, and Matt.
Yeah, there you go.
And
nice rebound offensively. Tied up. That's going to be a jump ball, and that's a good play. It'll force the inbounds. Now, see, you don't want to see that. He bounce passes the ball like that. I walk up to him and warn him right away not to do that again. In fact, it's a good move by the head coach. He's going to take him out of the game. Don't need to do that. You can risk a technical foul.
Inbound play, Nashua Catholic with it. 15-point advantage and possession of the ball, the Wildcats. Alex Williams.
Wildcats are enjoying a nice day here, huh?
Yeah, they sure are.
Jeez.
The girls won the final earlier. Boys are in the driver's seat in the second final game here to be played.
Not only that, both teams can win by double digits. We never thought that girls game would end up like that, but it did. 42-31.
Curtis
Downtown.
Harris. Good looking shot, missed to the left. Tyler Armin, no good.
Yeah, they're trying a lot of threes because they know that's the quickest way to get back in it.
Mason Carroll changes direction.
Tried to force up a layup. He was looking for the lane. And traveling on Fairgrounds, they were confused as to who would bring the ball up, and it led to a travel.
And it cost them. 4:17 remaining in the game.
All right, now what you don't want to do is hem your player in with the baseline. They did it again, but this time Thibault has a way out. He has a nice spin move, and he eludes his defender for a nice basket.
In the corner, thinking about the catch and shoot was Jaden Murphy. Instead, he passes it.
Now, see, that's just it. You don't have many opportunities now left. You've got to, if you've got an open look, you've got to shoot it. Nice rebound by Fairgrounds.
Yeah, that was Hulfashore who just snatched it away, but wasn't able to put it back
Draws
right away.
The foul on the loose ball on the play. He'll go to the line. They're going to call him in the act. I think they are. It's not in the penalty, so it's in the act of shooting.
These are 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th graders here competing.
Sometimes it doesn't seem like it, does it?
No.
These kids didn't look like this when we were 6th, 7th grade, did they?
I know. Yeah. Some big 8th graders out there. Playing advanced basketball. Some of these kids play AAU, I think. And
oh, yeah, that's a nice pass. Carroll sees the floor well, gets it into Thibault, and he's not able to get the shot away cleanly, though.
A lot of guys practice their shooting from outside and stuff, but I get the feeling that Thibault has spent a lot of time in the paint.
In the paint, yeah.
Seems to know what to do when he gets it. You know, he's got the turnaround moves.
It's got the look of a pretty well-coached team, doesn't it?
Yeah. And he just batted that ball over to his teammate.
Nice play, yeah.
And Chase Nickerson put it in. That wasn't a rebound by Thibault, but he just got his right hand on it and slapped it across to Nickerson.
John, I believe it's going to be a Nashua Catholic sweep.
Of the middle school basketball tournament, first annual. With 3:20 to go and a commanding nearly a 20-point lead. Up by 18 are the Wildcats. Alex Williams dribbling through defenders, off
nice
the glass
move.
and in, and it counts. Alex Williams makes the play. And it is a 20-point advantage with a free throw to come. We're seeing some substitutions now as Brian Ascani comes into the game.
Yeah, this is a tough loss for Fairgrounds, eh?
They wanted to make it a game, and it's got away from them.
It got away from them. I also think, don't forget, they played the last semi, okay? Nashua Catholic had a little bit of time.
To rest?
To rest.
Yeah.
Because they played the first semifinal game. So Fairgrounds played the second one, and, you know, they were able to, Nashua Catholic beat Pennachuck, and Fairgrounds beat home.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know, Nashua Catholic could have had a nice leisurely lunch, I think, in there somewhere.
Right, you know, so they get a little bit more of a break.
Rebound, Mason Carroll. Alex Williams dribbling up court with his head up. Passes over the double team. Sam Mullet, baseline off the glass and in.
Clinic right now. You had a thought maybe when it was 39-31.
Curtis Harris driving to the basket.
Early in the fourth quarter, Nashua Catholic just put this game away.
Yep. All we want to hear is swish. That's our wish, says the Fairgrounds Middle School cheer team. And Curtis Harris grants their wish.
He does.
He's got a good game, Curtis Harris does. And free throw shooting is part of it.
Not that time.
As I jinx him.
Clang, clang,
and
clang.
But, you know, he'll take it. He'll get that ball back and a chance for a three. Long on the shot, skying to get the rebound. Nice athletic move by Fairgrounds. Harris comes all the way from the top of the key to get that loose ball. A contested three.
Great job by Fairgrounds. The tenacity.
Cody Rochelo for three.
Here's a layup.
Brian Ascani, contested lay-in.
Go to the line. Yep.
2:09 to go. Fairgrounds has not given up.
No, you got to like their tenacity on that possession. You know, they get a point out of it, and then they get another basket, 3 points out of that possession, which is huge.
And Brian Ascani to shoot free throws for the Wildcats.
57-39 in favor of Nashua Catholic, now 58-39.
Sam Mullet checks out of the game, gets congratulated on his fine play. And checking into the game comes Ben Bourne at number 31. What do you notice about the Wildcats roster, Tom?
It's an experienced one.
It's exclusively eighth graders.
Eights are wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of eighth graders that want to play basketball and that can play basketball. So it's unfortunate if you're in the 6th or 7th grade at Nashua Catholic.
Yeah, your turn will be next year.
Exactly. And that turnaround is good. They'll have to reload completely.
Fairgrounds is a mix. They've got pretty much a mix. A couple 6th graders, mainly 8th and 7th.
Yes. The runner and around the rim and out.
Nice play there. Making it tough. Fairgrounds contesting everything.
I noticed that Andres Hulfasher, when he does those runners to the basket, he's got a tremendous amount of spin on the ball, and it seems to defeat the accuracy sometimes. We can come up with a different touch off the glass.
Like that, no spin, and right in.
Right to the basket, Mason Carroll. Timeout called. We could hear.
20-second timeout. Or 30-second timeout. 60-41 with 1:09 left. We didn't have any wire-to-wire games like we thought we might. But
right. The girls' game was certainly close for 3 quarters.
3.5 quarters.
3.5 quarters before Nashua Catholic pulled away.
So Nashua Catholic dominating in this turn. Well, you know, dominating in his final game.
Right.
Taking this tournament.
So, Tom, a nickname quiz while we have this break in the action. Who are the Falcons?
That is Fairgrounds.
Correct. Who are the Eagles?
That's Elm Street.
Who are the Wildcats?
That's Nashua Catholic.
And here's the tough one. Who's the Raiders?
Well, that means Pennachuck because they're the only one left. That was the easiest one.
Good.
4 for 4, not bad.
4 for 4, yeah. Well, you've only been covering Nashua sports.
Yeah, but what does that say when I know the middle school nicknames? I mean, I've been around a little too long then, you know?
Exactly. You can probably do middle school nicknames for the other towns, too, that are around here.
Let's not go there.
What do we have?
The foul on the Wildcats.
.57 seconds remain in this one.
16 foul. They got one more foul to give with under a minute to play.
And Fairgrounds with the ball. Going to shoot it. Short on the shot. Getting his own miss there was Cody Rochelot. Rochelot's going to try again, and he hits it. Cody Rochelot, nice looking shot from the corner, makes it a 16-point game. 60-44 with a half minute to play. Foul committed in the backcourt.
Yep. You'll get 1 and 1. It's a 9th team foul. The Nashua Catholic fans evidently getting ready to celebrate, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, they got to find some room in the trophy case after this tournament.
Right. They got to put 2 trophies in there. Hold on to it for a year.
Their cups runneth over. 2 of them. Interesting one-handed free throw form there by Nashua Catholic's shooter.
There's Alex Ortiz.
43. I don't think we have that roster, that name. There's a block. And it was number 43 for Nashua Catholic that got that nice play. Ball fought for.
10 seconds to go.
We have a foul with 5 seconds remaining.
I'll let him play it out.
Yeah. Ben Bourne is number 31. Manny Mendoza is number 2 in blue for the Wildcats. Number 13 is Amika Okori. I have a feeling that not all these kids are 8th graders, though, Tom. You know what I mean? Maybe they just put all 8s down, but some of the kids look really young, like they're less than 8th grade, you know?
You didn't see me in 8th grade, John.
You were a small 8th grader?
I look pretty young.
Yeah. Doing the free throw shooting for the Falcons right now is Andres Hulfashore. Nice form, hits it. 14-point game with 5 seconds left. It's going to be a Nashua Catholic City Championship right here.
Yeah, that'll do it. Wind it down.
Congratulations to the Wildcats of Nashua Catholic Middle School. They take it. They take the City Championship Cup here in the boys tournament with a 60-46 win over Fairgrounds. For Tom King, I'm John Collins, thanking our cameraman Frank Wallet and our executive producer Pete Johnson. Thank you for watching Nashua ETV, and good afternoon from Nashua High South, everybody.